Hi. Okay, so here's your next session from me. We're going to get you to start the warm-up with a 21-15-9. We're going to go for athletic burpees and then duck walk steps. So, bear with me. Our athletic burpee, you want to just stay nice and high. Ooh. Oh, I'm laying on the thing. So nice and high, and then back up again. And then for the duck walk steps, let's see if we can get you to be nice and low in that duck walk position. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 21, and then 15 of each, and then 9 of each. Then we're going to look at the strength. The strength for today, we're going to work on some explosive power. You're going to accumulate 50 reps of max height vertical jumps. So if we were in a class, we would probably do this as a box jump. But this is max height vertical jumps. We're not going to tuck the knees up. I want you just to jump as high as you can. I'll demo in a second. Now, the catch is every 10 jumps, you're going to stop and do a max effort plank hold. So for that max height vertical jump, this is, I think, a tricky one to do without something to jump onto. So I really want you guys to focus on a couple of different things. When we're in a really powerful jumping position, we want to have our feet and our hips and our knees all in alignment. Okay, we don't want to jump from here. We don't want to jump from too narrow. So we want to make sure we're in that good jumping stance. A good way to find that is just do a few jumps. And then wherever your feet are, after you've done a couple of those, being loosey-goosey, that's where our optimal power position is. What I want you to think about doing is loading the spring. So we're going to load the spring and then let the spring go. We're going to see how high we can get. Now some people ski pole their arms and other people load their arms this way. Play around with it. Okay, but I want you to think about jumping as high as you can, like you're trying to hit your head to the ceiling, and your legs will be straight. Really going from the heel up through the toe, getting that full extension. Max height vertical jump. That really just means I want you to try to jump as high as you can, keeping your body really upright. Every 10 jumps, you're going to stop and just hold a high plank for as long as you can, nice and straight. If you're amazing at the plank, I might have a minute and a half cut off for that. So that's portion A. Then we're going to do a Tabata. That's the old 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Just put that there. For 8 rounds. So I've called this Tabata my hip flexors because there's some challenging, well, the whole session really, it's about that explosive power through our posterior chain, and it is going to absolutely challenge the hip flexors. So the first movement on the Tabata is high knees. Then plyometric press-ups. We'll go through all these in a second. L-sit leg pull says this is tough. And then backwards lunges. All right, so today is very much about power and about the lower body. Well, and explosive power through our press-up too. All right, so the way it's going to run, I want you to do all 8 rounds of high knees, then all 8 rounds of plyo press-ups, then all 8 rounds of L-sits, and then all 8 rounds of lunges. Obviously, if you're at home, you can do whatever you want, but that will give you the best burn. So high knees, all I want is high knees. Try to, you can have your hands there. Plyometric press-ups. Don't laugh. Okay, when we get to the bottom of that press-up, we want to think about pressing as fast as we can and getting a little clap before we come back down. Now you can scale that to the knees. And if that's too hard, you can even be in more of a box position from there. Now, the L-sit. I'm going to attempt to demo this. Don't laugh again. It's not nice to laugh. But you're going to be sitting like this. Challenging enough for some of us with crap hamstring mobility. You're going to have your hands to the side or just in front. We're going to point the toes, and we're going to flutter kick, and ideally not touch the floor with our heels. I did better than I thought. And then for the backwards lunges, most people lunge forward. I'm intentionally asking you to lunge backwards because that works the glutes a little bit more than the quads. You can also make those jumping lunges if you want to make them a little bit harder. All right, so that's the sesh. Come back. Come back, board. Come on, board. Okay, that's the sesh for today. If you have any questions about modifications or scales or how to do anything, drop a message on the page. Otherwise, see you in class.